Testing on YouTube. Testing on YouTube. Testing on YouTube. I think we're live. Live on YouTube. All right. Popping in early. Got a lot of stuff to do today. Should be started here on X in a second. All right. I think it's just about ready to go. All right, there we go. I think it's live on X now as well. Spit out this gum. We will get started. Let me take a sip of water. And then we'll announce the stream. No viewers, but we don't care about that. Because we're doing this for us. All right, welcome everybody to another Who Posts stream. We got Office Hours number 3 in the Office Hours series. Today we're going to be doing something completely different. It's not quite a paper stream. It's not quite a coding stream. I'm calling it an AI content creation stream. So I'm going to be using a bunch of different AI content creating stuff, specifically Luma Dream Machine, Runway Gen 3. Here I have Kling pulled up. I also have the TTS Playground. And just to organize it all under one kind of project, we're going to try to do something here. I'm going to try to make a short kind of video with some speech on it and some music in the background, just to see kind of what the workflow looks like and what we can do. So I have here Replicate. Replicate is basically a kind of like a Hugging Face, and they already have the Llama Meta Llama 3.1 40B instruct, so we can go ahead and do that. And I was like, why don't we theme this around that? So I gave it here. Write a script for a short trailer for a new movie about Llama 3.1. I want it to be a space drama like Dune, featuring the return of the prophesized prince, the open source Llama 3.1 model. All characters are anthropomorphic llamas, so we're going to see if we can do something interesting. So we have here Llama writing the script for its own trailer. Took about 20 seconds, but granted this 24 or 26 tokens per second, this is like based on whatever machine they actually run this on. I think they actually tell you what machine they run it on usually, but all services are online. I feel like they used to do that. Maybe they don't do that anymore. Show logs. Do they tell you what machine this ran on? Not really. Okay. All right, whatever. But we're going to go along with this. So another thing I wanted to do is we're going to have to create... Let's go back. Let's do back to this. Let's run it one more time. You are a creative storyteller and award-winning director. Let's give it that, you know? It'll write us a better one. Let's go and search some things here. So I want to search this guy. This guy, Moebius, or Jean Giraud, is a French comic book drawer, but he has this really good style, right? So like if you look at this style, it's absolutely insane, right? He makes these like super detailed, kind of like retro futurism. I don't know exactly how to describe this, but this is what we're going to do with this. We're going to take, for example, this, and we're going to copy this image. Then we're going to go to GPT, and we're actually going to paste that image, and we're going to say describe the style, mood, genre, vibe of this image. Control Z, Control copy, and then we're going to enter. We're going to send that. We're also going to send it to Claude here. Describe that image. We're going to copy this image. We're going to put it in there as well. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting GPT and Claude, which have built-in vision language models, to describe this for me. The reason I want them to describe this is that I'm going to use, I want this style in my video generations. So rather than trying to come up with my own descriptive language as to what this style is, I can basically reduce that to a single paragraph for me. We're going to do that. We're going to also ask GPT to reduce it to a single paragraph as well. And then we're going to do it for some other pictures by Moebius as well. And then we're going to kind of combine all of these together. Let's do this one. This one's kind of cool, right? Copy image. Highly stylized, retro-futuristic science fiction, reminiscent of a classic comic book. Detailed, hand-drawn quality. Sense of wonder and mystery. Lone figure, towering structures. Let's start. So I'm going to over here. We're going to use this as our kind of scratch pad. I think we have to go back to, I renamed this folder. Let's go here. I think this one's called Content Creation, where we're editing directly in the GitHub UI. Okay. Yeah, pick some pictures, make a music video, so on. Ooh, no, we don't want to upload this image. What we want is this paragraph. So let's get this. Let's put that in there. Let's get this description. Let's put that in there. Now let's do this one here. Copy image. Now describe this image. Focus on the style and commonalities to the first image. Okay, so we're going to get it to basically do that. I'm doing it with both LLMs here now, just because I feel like this is the better way to do it. You want a kind of mixture of experts, or use an ensemble of LLMs to do your work. You don't want to rely on any single LLM, so by doing this, you kind of hedge your bets a little bit. Okay, so boom. We're going to get Claude to describe this. Condense that into one paragraph, please. Do the same thing here. Here, GPT actually did give us in a paragraph. Similar artistic and illustrative style, hand draw, retrofuturistic. All right, we're going to copy that. We're going to paste this here. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, so now we got 4 different kind of style prompts, and we want to condense these 4 style prompts into one style prompt. So that we can do with pretty much any of these LLMs. So condense the following 4 style prompts into one single unified style prompt. We're going to put little quotations on it just to kind of get it a little bit confused here. So we're going to do that. We're going to send that. We're going to send that here as well. And why don't we actually do a duplicate of this and also send that there. See what Llama gives us. You are a helpful assistant. Let's do max tokens 1024. Let's do temperature 0.4 just to get a better idea of exactly what Llama thinks. Okay, so we have highly stylized, retrofuturistic science fiction scene with a detailed hand-drawn quality reminiscent of a classic comic book, golden age of science fiction, solitary exploration, futuristic architecture. We're going to kind of like keep highlighting that. I think this is pretty good. Okay. Let's paste that one there. So we're going to say Llama 3. Llama 3.1, this is the style prompt. Let's do GPT's style prompt. Boom. And then let's do Claude style prompt. Highly detailed hand-drawn illustration. Okay. All right, so now that we have all these style prompts, right, let's just proofread these a little bit. Highly detailed, stone, classic sci-fi. I think this is probably fine. I'm just proofreading these so that there isn't any individual kind of like nouns here, right? Like I want this to be a style prompt, not like a subject prompt. I don't want it to be like there's a person in the middle of the thing, right? I don't want that. What I want is just style. Sense of wonder, golden age of science fiction, intricate background details, scientific, imaginative visions of the future and the past. Okay, so now that we have 3 nice style prompts, we're going to go ahead and we are going to generate images from this, but the images that we're going to generate are going to come from this llama. Why don't we actually cut and paste this just so we don't lose it. This is going to be the actual script. Okay. Hopes it gives you an idea. I don't really care about that. From the producers of Dune and The Matrix, I don't really need that. Join the epic struggle for control. Open source Prince is a threat to our power. We will not. Okay. Lord Meta. I like how Meta is the antagonist in this, even though realistically, anthropomorphic white robe with an otherworldly aura about him. Let's start with that one. All right, so this is going to be kind of the opening shot here. Let's do a brand new prompt here. So we're going to do generate an image for me of a figure emerging from the distance. A figure emerges from the distance. You know what? This is not quite what we want. We want to take these definitions here of the scenes and turn them into prompts. So let's do this. A figure. Let's do generate an image for me of a anthropomorphic llama. Let's go back. What is this? Anthropomorphic llama dressed in a flowing white robe with an otherworldly aura about him. Anthropomorphic llama dressed in a flowing white robe with a otherworldly aura about him on a desolate, what do they call it exactly? Desolate, sandy planet. Okay. Desolate, sandy planet. And then we're going to put in one of our style prompts. Let's put in the Claude style prompt. Okay. I'm going to let GPT chew on that. Why don't we also copy this, and then we'll replace this first one with this. Okay. So this is going to be the Llama 3 script. I'm excited. How's it going, Emily? I'm excited you're trying Runway. My partner has been making it a lot with Udio to make some really exciting music videos. Yeah, I just think the tools are almost there. They're not 100% there yet. You know, we're still just a little bit of ways. Like the videos that this makes, the music that it makes, the music is not quite good. The videos are just not quite good. The images are not quite good, but we're very, very close, right? So boom, here we go. That's a pretty good picture right there. Can you generate a one-to-one version of this for me? Actually, I think Luma is better in the not portrait, but the kind of like wide format. 16:9 aspect ratio. Yeah, I think Luma's better with that. So we're going to download this and we're going to put it in here. All right, so now we got our beginning frame. And now I don't think we need to type anything else, but we can say a lone llama figure emerges. Boom. And we're going to get that cooking. Okay. So Luma is just generating videos, right? So it's just a video generation tool, but Runway is more of a kind of a creative suite, kind of like Adobe. So it has a bunch of other stuff as well. So we can go to video editor projects here and we can make kind of a new project, right? So let's do new project, video composition. And we're going to call this the Llama trailer. Okay. And once the Luma Dream Machine is finished here, we're going to put it in there. But while that's doing that, let's start to generate some songs. So let's do a dreamy, what is it? How would you describe the music in Dune, right? Maybe let's ask our LLMs about that. Let's ask Claude. Can you describe the music in the modern Dune movies? I think the composer, Dune movies composer. I forget the guy's name right now. It was Hans Zimmer. That's what it was. Can you describe the music in the modern Dune movies as imagined by Hans Zimmer? Hans Zimmer. All right, we're gonna leave it as that. Let's also ask Meta. See if Meta. Let's see. Unconventional instruments, alien desert-like ambience. Shorten this into a prompt for a music generator. Send. Okay, can we chat with this? I don't know if we can chat with this. Action sequences. Ooh, this is kind of cool. So Llama 3 gave me basically different prompts for different parts of the song. So maybe we have a couple different songs, right? So maybe the first one here, this is going to be opening scene. We're going to have the image prompt. Then we're also going to have the audio prompt. Why don't we try copying some of these? Let's try copying the meta one. I kind of like this one better. Haunting otherworldly melody that captures the essence of a desert planet. Combination of eerie, wavering woodwind instruments, pulsing electronic undercurrent. Dude, these fucking descriptions are out of control. Okay. How does Udio want this? A sweet song. So a blank song. So we're kind of describing the song. A opening theme. With a haunting, otherworldly melody that captures the essence of the desert planet where a story unfolds. It would, let's say, features a combination of eerie wavering woodwind instruments such as the duduk or clarinet. I don't think we need specifically the instruments because I don't want it to just do that. Accompanied by a subtle pulsing electronic undercurrent. So let's copy that and then we'll put that here. All right, so Udio is going to go ahead and do that. And the good thing I like about Udio is actually that it creates multiple things. So it doesn't just create one at a time, it creates multiple songs at a time, which I think is actually a very good idea, right? Is Luma done here? Here we go. Let's see what we got. Wow, that is quite trash. I don't like that at all. But, you know, we're going to build it piece by piece, so that's fine. How do we download this? Download. There we go. It's downloaded, and then we're going to put it in our Llama trailer. So we're going to come here, and we're going to go boom. That's going to be our first one. So we got to zoom out. Okay. So you can see we're going to have a couple different video tracks here. So the first video track is going to be this one. Let's go ahead and work on the second scene. So we're going to do second scene. Second scene. Image. All right. His eyes gleam with inner light. Okay, so let's do generate an image of a anthropomorphic llama. Generate a portrait shot. I think it's whenever you want the shot right in front. All right, here we go. Ambient down tempo. I like that. Let's see. Still a lot of cherry picking to get good results, but if you're willing to have it run inference all day, you can get some good stuff. Yeah. That's kind of where we're at now. But part of the stream is just kind of figuring it out, right? So I think that, like, if you just browse like the subreddits for AI created content, like, you get the wrong idea of how easy it is to make it. But I think if you actually just try to make a little trailer like I'm doing right here, and you kind of put your hands in, dip your hands in all the different tools, you get a much better idea. So that's really what I'm trying to do here, right? It's like, I don't really think I'm going to actually get anywhere with this script, but it's mostly just about the process. Portrait shot of an anthropomorphic llama, eyes gleaming with an inner light. Let's do that. His eyes gleam with a inner light. And now let's copy, let's say this one. Boom. This style prompt. Highly stylized, retrofuturistic, reminiscent of classic. Image should evoke a sense of wonder. Lone figure interacting with a surreal alien. Massive structures, vibrant dreamlike colors. Okay, let's do that. Boom. And let's paste that one into GPT here. Okay. Let's go back to this. I wonder, am I going to be able to play these? I think I might be able to. I think if I add the audio source, is there a way to add audio source to this? Fuck. Let me see. I'm going to look at OBS, see if I can add the Chrome as an audio source, and that'll make it so you guys can hear these sounds. Application audio capture. Okay. And then Chrome Udio. Okay. All right, so now if I play this, can you guys hear it? Yeah, I think you guys can hear it. If anything, it's probably too loud. Let me see if I can hear it. This is a little bit too chill for a trailer. But I like the kind of like almost EDM bass to it, you know? It sounds like a trap song. Whatever. Download. And then let's go back to our video composition here. We're going to put that one in there. Desert Echoes. You can already see it's too long. So part of what we're learning here is that Udio generates basically 35-second tracks, but Luma only generates 5-second tracks. All right, this one. This one's going to be good. Let's see. Let's see if this one gets good. Let's go back. Try now. Let's put this one in there. Zoom in to the eye of the llama. I'm gonna go see what that looks like. And this is another thing about like these workflows, is that you kind of want them, you have to overlap, right? You're kind of like asynchronously doing this. Right, so while one thing is going, you want to generate the other thing. Let's do heavy tribal-like percussion. Let's try that. Heavy tribal, okay, song for a sci-fi movie trailer featuring heavy tribal-like percussion. I'm going to create. All right, get that going. Let's copy this. How many scenes do we want? So if we're going to have ultimately, what is it, 30 seconds of content? It's probably a good thing to shoot for. 30 seconds. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total. So there's going to be 6 total scenes. Third scene. Fourth scene. Fifth scene. And then we'll do the final scene. which will be the 6th one. Okay. The second scene is going to be our portrait shot. The third scene is going to be cut to a group of llamas dressed in ornate ceremonial robes gathered around a holographic display projecting an... Okay, this is... We're going to do that. A group of llamas dressed in ornate gather around a holographic display. Boom. This is going to be our third scene. A group of llamas dressed in ornate... Is the anthropomorphic word, is that helping us or hurting us? Is that even the correct spelling of anthropomorphic? Anthropomorphic? I think so, right? Okay. Projecting an image of a anthropomorphic. Keyword anthropomorphic. Let's do that. Now, I think the real pros don't use GPT for image generation. They use Midjourney. I think Midjourney, if you're like an expert, probably gives you better quality, but I don't think it necessarily matters for this case. Okay, I like this one. This is a nice looking shot. Let's download that and let's give that to Luma as well. So put that in there. Go. Here we go. Let's see. I kind of like that a little bit better. All right. Let's download. We're going to have to figure out which of these... let's put this one in here. There we go. So now you can kind of see. Definitely has a kind of a cursed take to it. Also, I think that music is just way off. Let's see this one. I really don't like those metal vocals. That's terrible. Okay, what about this one? I like the kind of a darkness to it. I like that these are a little bit more creepy, but I don't like that they're like heavy metal, right? Like I don't want... Let's see if we can do that. So I think you can come here to this song here, and then you can like remix it or something they call it. Let's do... How do you remix this? Home, your creations, view all creations. Yeah, I think you can do this, and you can do remix. And we're going to want an instrumental version of this, so I don't want the voices, and I'm okay with it being very different. So, you know, let it randomize a little bit. Maybe instead of like metal, let's do something like experimental, ambient, right? I think that's some of the keywords. Let's see. Subtle, ambient, wide dynamic range. Let's put that in there as well. Ambient, wide dynamic range. And let's hit remix. We'll let that remix. Let's see where Luma's at with this. See, come on. Hit me with that. All right. If that's doing it, then let's generate another one. We got to get these images going. In a voice, I am the one foretold. Okay, a legend returns. This one should be here, right? A legend returns. In a distant corner of the galaxy. That should be here. Right, we got the audio. We also got the script. So to do the script, I think the easiest way to do that is with the OpenAI text-to-speech playground. So this is like a little playground where you can just create text. Again, this is similar to the Midjourney. So much like Midjourney is probably the state-of-the-art image generator if you really know what you're doing, right? But like Midjourney is kind of like Stable Diffusion, right? Where it's like you kind of really have to know how to prompt. You have to know all the secret tricks. I don't know if they have LoRa's, but they probably have something like that in Midjourney versus like GPT is kind of like idiot-proof, you know? So I consider myself an idiot at generating these images, so I'm going to use that. So text-to-speech is kind of the same way too. Or I think that 11 Labs, there's some other services that are better than the OpenAI TTS, but this is probably the easiest way to do that. So I think Onyx is like the cool voice, right?
In a distant corner of the galaxy.
That sounds kind of lame. Let's try, isn't there like a deep voice? I want like a deep, like...
In a distant corner of the galaxy.
That sounded a little bit better. Let's try that one. In a distant corner, she had like a kind of like an ominous tone to her. Let's download that and let's put it in our trailer. In a distant corner of the galaxy. That should be kind of like the opener, right? So that should be audio track 2. This one here, let's actually delete that one because it was trash. So now...
In a distant corner of the galaxy.
Boom. Okay, that's good. I also don't think we need this llama here. Right? I feel like the opening shot, we just need to establish that it's like a space. Maybe we do need the llama. Let's go back here. We want a legend returns. I guess if we're going to use the shimmer voice, we can probably keep it at that. Let's do TTS1 HD, see what that sounds like.
A legend returns.
Returns. A legend returns. We just want her to be a little bit slower. Let's see if we do 1x.
A legend returns.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's better. Okay. Download that. Drag that into here. So we're going to have a legend returns. That'll be kind of like the...
In a distant corner of the galaxy.
And then we come here.
A legend returns.
Okay. A legend returns, then generate, what's the next shot? Legend returns, I am the one foretold, the open source prince. Okay, we're going to need a different voice for this one. What is going to be the voice of our Paul Atreides
I
here?
am the one foretold, the open source prince.
No.
I am the one foretold, the open source prince.
Yeah, there we go. Echo's going to be our main character. That's what it's sounding like to me. Okay. Boom. I think this is actually like this, and then we want this one here. There we go. The Council of Llamas. Okay, download. I'm going to put that. We're going to put that here. Okay, so here are our 3 shots. So far we got... In a distant corner of the galaxy.
Distant corner of the galaxy. Legend returns.
The legend returns.
I am the one foretold, the open source prince.
All right, there we go. Extra cringe. Give me all that cringe. Group of llamas gathered around a holographic display. We already have that one. Cut to a sharp, ominous figure. The rival llama. Okay, we're going to do that. So the 4th scene is going to be generate a portrait shot of an anthropomorphic llama. No, let's make it what's going to be the opposite of the llama, right? We want to kind of represent the dark open source. What is there like a mascot for OpenAI or Microsoft? Generate a, I feel like it has to be like some kind of nameless machine, you know, kind of like the Rehoboam in season 3 of Westworld. Generate a image of a giant computer, of a giant dark ominous computer. Ominous computer. Okay. Then after that, the open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the throne. All right, let's put that in there. That's going to be the script for this one. I wish we had like a kind of an evil voice, to be honest. That's so much more evil. None of these are evil. These are all
the
like...
open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the
There's
throne.
absolutely no...
The open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the throne.
All right, that one seems a little bit better. Let's put that in there. Boom, into our trailer here. Bam. Put that there. And let's generate an image of a dark, ominous computer. A llama, a dark hooded llama hologram on the screen. Something like that. Okay. So let's copy that. We're going to paste that into our image generator. Let's also add one of these style prompts. We had the Claude style prompt. We put the llama style prompt. Let's try now the GPT style prompt. Let's put the GPT style prompt here. We got to get rid of this lone figure here. Highly stylized, hand-drawn, blah, 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 floating structures. Get rid of this lone figure. Evokes a sense of solitude, exploration, scene blends. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, I think that's good. We're going to generate that one. Let's see where our music is at. You kind of almost need like ADD to generate content like this because you have to be constantly context switching. Let's try. I almost weirdly like this, guys. I like this because it's just weird, you know? Like, there's something to the Dune soundtrack where it was weird. I feel like this has the same kind of weirdness. Let's see what this other one has here. Play this one. What about this one? Some banger beats. I like this one the best. Or actually, I kind of like this one. This one had the... Alright. I don't know if I like that, like... That thing's a little bit annoying. Let's... Actually, we're going to like both of these, and we're going to download this one. And we're going to put that in our trailer. So this is going to be the main music in the background. Okay. And one... Let's see. This one's also fucked because we did it the wrong format. Let's go back here. Oh, shit. This is great. All right, we're going to do that. I love these, like, alien spaceships here. Let's put this in the Dream Machine. Go back. Go back. Nope, not that. Put that in there. How's it going, Leandra? How's it going, Tony? How's it going, Eli, Katie, and Sarah? An octopus because of the GitHub creature. GitHub is also open. GitHub, I guess GitHub isn't open source, but GitHub is has been good to open source. So I don't know if we want to demonize GitHub just yet. Okay. Let's keep going here. We need more scenes. Also, we don't really need audio for every single one. So let's get rid of the audio because I think we really only need... The audio is basically for all of them. So I'm going to put it here. Let's see what Llama told us. Open source prints. Not let him claim the throne. That's the one that we're working on right now. Then the scene after that. Join the epic struggle for the control of the cosmos. Except here we're going to say AI. And we're going to say our AI future. You know, you always want to involve the audience. Let's copy that. And I think we want this to be the voice of...
Join the epic struggle for control of our AI future.
And since we're going to be doing this in the voice of the Paula Treaties, let's say, join me.
Join me for control of our AI future.
Yeah, let's do that. Join me for control of our AI future. We're going to put that here. Bam. Okay, I don't like how this kind of bumped all that down. Let's move it up. Like that. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I just crashed it. Refresh. Let's see where Luma's at. Dreaming. Come on.
In a distant corner of the galaxy, a legend returns.
I am the one foretold, the open source prince.
The open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the throne.
Okay, this is definitely, the music is a little bit way too loud, right? So how do I turn down the audio of this? Volume 100%. Let's do 26%. I feel like that should make it a little bit less.
In a distant corner of the galaxy,
Also, I think another thing that people do here is they usually take the speed up. So like if we do speed 2x, let's do speed 1.78, right? You're now reducing a 5-second clip into a 3-second clip, but it
in a
actually,
distant corner of the galaxy,
it'll look cleaner, right? You see that because it's now a little bit shorter. So let's make it even shorter. Okay. Then we'll do that. Then we'll put this one here. This one, let's also make it shorter, right? So you make it shorter and the animation happens quicker. So then it feels like it's a little bit less.
in a distant corner of the galaxy, a legend returns.
Yeah, you see that pacing is a little bit faster. You got to realize that we're all just completely fucked at this point. It's like we kind of need, we're so used to like short content that anything that's slow just immediately kills us. So let's put that there.
I am the one foretold, the open source.
We want this, but we want it in 16:9 portrait. So let's try back. Let's generate this one. In 16:9 aspect ratio. And now let's copy the original kind of prompt that we had for this one, because I kind of like this one. Like this. Copy. Paste. Go. Okay. This might be done soon. Yeah, this one's done. Let's see it. Oh, shoot. This one's good. That's very good. You see that? The way that those things that are in the distance move less than the things that are in the front? That's pretty nice. I also like this kind of weird like pulsing that's happening over here. Download. Let's try that. Boom. This one here. Let's also do the little trick here where you increase the speed. What is this?
Prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the throne.
Let's do that. Let's also, I wonder if you can join. I think if you increase the or lower the speed of an audio, it becomes lower. Like, is there any kind of feature here to make it like drop an octave?
The open source Prince is a threat to our power.
Okay, we need another kind of evil. Dude, these are out of control. Let's put this into the dream machine. Oh. Put that here. Go. Let's do another one of these ones here. This one. Another kind of like Dark Lord one. Let's see if we can get something a little bit more dark. Let's get rid of this heavy tribal-like percussion. Let's just do experimental ambient. Let's do dark, moody song remix. Actually, I don't know if we want a remix because I think the remix will just, let's just do that. Reset prompt. Create. All right. We're going to let that go ahead. So now we have Udio blasting some songs for us. We have Luma blasting that. We have, boom, here's another Dark Lord. Let's put that in there. I think we can do multiple for Luma, so we can have multiple running at the same time. Yeah, let's drop the images in there. Go. So now you see we got two going. I don't know if they queue it, so maybe they have like a limited amount of parallelism per user, but maybe not, you know? We'll let them see what happens. Join the epic struggle for control of our AI future. And then the last one, eyes blazing with determination. It's kind of a short one. Let's 16 image generate an image of a anthropomorphic llama standing triumphant. Oh my god, I'm terrible spelling. Fintly in front of a crowd of zealous supporters. Okay. Come here. Boom. And we're going to add this style prompt. The Claude style prompt. Let's go back to the Dream Machine. This one's done. I kind of like that. Download. Let's go here. Let's put that in there. We're going to need to replace this one, right? This is the one that we wanted to replace. Yeah, this one. Delete. I'm going to put this one in there. And we're also going to increase the speed of it so it's about the right size. Increase this one. And let's also put in this one. Go back. Still dreaming. All right, let's listen to our Udio then. Destiny Calls Remix V1. I like this one better. This is already in the right direction. Okay, a little bit too weird. It's already more trailer-like. Let's do that one. Maybe we save this like kind of tribal beat one for the kind of like more action scene, you know? So this is kind of the main kind of drone. So you have this one at a low level because it's more ambient, right? And then you have the Destiny Calls one, which is I think the more
The open source prince.
The open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the throne.
all right. See what it looks like.
Distant corner of the galaxy. A legend returns.
I am the one foretold. The open source prince.
The open source prince is a threat.
Dude, whenever those like little drums kick in, it's so banger. Okay, let's go here. Let's go back here. This one is done. It's not a lot of movement, you know? Not enough movement. Let's put that one here. Let's do a little bit faster again, like this. So we basically wanted to end with this audio line here, so we get...
The open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the throne.
I think this is when we introduce the group shot, right? Where this looks a little bit... you know, I'm okay with that, whatever. I was going to say it almost looks a little bit like creepy, you know? Like some kind of like communist like show of power or something. I don't know. All right. Needs more brain rot, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Let's get Llama 3 to write more. Add more scenes to this trailer script. We got a weird little format here, so let's see if it actually... Hero's journey begins. Dark, ominous computer, standing triumphantly, shadowy figure lurking in the shadows, watching the llama with an air of menace. A group of rogue marching in unison towards llamas dressed in ornate ceremonial robes. Yeah, I think what we want is this one. Because we basically now want to introduce the kind of battle. Right? So when you use this style prompt again, right? So that's when we're going to have the drums kick in. So right here, right, you're like, oh, look at that. We don't want the llama. Then the llama's going to be talking to his supporters, and then we're going to have the kind of like the battle scene right about here. Right? And then we're going to come here. That one's still dreaming. That one's still doing his thing. Needs more brain rot. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got more songs. Let's see.
The stars appear, but their light feels disposed. Reality fraction.
That sounds terrible.
Shadows stretch on barren lands. Longing whispers, shifting sands. Stars reflecting.
I kind of like this. A little spacey.
Haunting echo.
I kind of like that one. All right, we're downloading this one. Download. Come here. Echoes in the void.
In a distant corner of the galaxy, the legend returns. I am the one who told. The open source prince. The open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him stand.
So it sounds a little busy. I think this one needs to be even lower volume, the ambient. And then these ones here need to be even higher. So the volume for these should be maybe 120. Okay, so now the voices are louder. This should be a little bit less loud, something like that. Let's see.
In a distant corner of the galaxy, the legend returns. I am the one foretold. The open source prince. The open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the throne.
I almost feel like the audio doesn't add anything. These like audio clips here. Oh shit, here we go, dude. This is gonna be sick. This is so psychedelic. Put that in there. What about this one? Oh dude, that is so clean. Look at that. Each individual person in that crowd, you have that kind of like distance effect, parallax or whatever it's called. All right, we're gonna put that in there. See, boom. He's a threat to our power. He must be stopped. Speed, just do a little bit faster, something like that. And then you have the robots coming in and attacking. Now we want kind of the llama fighting the robot. Right, an image for me of the anthropomorphic llama hero in battle with the AI robots. I wonder if it'll keep the same style. Right, because at this point we've given it like 7 different of these prompts, so they're all in the same style, so it should be the same style, right? We'll see if it's aware of that. How's it going, Brian? Live stream today? Yeah, we're just messing with some video generation tools, seeing if we can make a little like trailer or something. Come back here. That's going. And then This is weird. This is like a guy riding a llama. Try again. The llama is holding twin luminous saber swords. You don't want to say lightsabers because then it's going to get pissed off. Dreaming. What else? What else? What can we do here? I think let's try to mute all these because I feel like this might actually... We take all of these and we like... I think it's like H to hide or something like that, or Control H or something like that. There we go. Control H. Okay.
In a distant corner of the galaxy, the legend returns. I am the one foretold, the open source prince. The open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the throne.
Okay. Let's go back here. Oh shit, dude. This... It kind of turned it into Star Wars, but this is already way better. We got the Llama Centaur. Okay. I mean, they're kind of walking backwards, but whatever, we'll take it. Put that there. Bring that here. Make this a little faster. All right, so what do we got? We're generating the video of the battle llama. Yeah, that's going. Okay. Another one. This time the llama stands triumphantly over the bodies of the robots. All right. This is very convenient. The fact that you can basically just provide the prompt without the style and it still kind of keeps the same style. You can see it's kind of losing the style a little bit. Like now it's kind of more of a Star Wars style. There you go. This is a little bit good. Boom. Let's do that one in there. Let's do the time for open. Time of closed source is over. Time for open source has begun. Let's do Onyx and let's try like a 0.5 so it's like kind of slow.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
That sounded way too sleepy. Let's try that.
The time of closed source is over.
It sounds too slow. The slowness
The time
is just
for
not
open
bearable.
source has begun.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
Dude, this is trash. Is there, let's see, is there an audio generation model here? Let's type in TTS. TTS ZH, Bell TTS, Chat TTS, Voice Cloning TTS. None of these have a lot of runs. This one has 60K runs, so let's try this one. Sign in with GitHub. I already signed in, dude. Sign in.
I still have the lease on the Michael.
Okay. Let's do that. Language N. Queued. Okay. What about our Luma? What are our creations? Let's see what this one is. That is really bad. I'm not even going to put that one in the video. It's so bad. I wonder if we try... I think maybe I'm not adding in the kind of like... Let's see if we add in something else here. If we put this in here, let's try a different prompt. So here we put no prompt. Let's try the same image, but let's add a prompt. Let's do swinging swords, battle scene, busy battle scene, explosions and laser blasts. So we're going to try the same prompt, or the same image but with an actual prompt. I like this one. This one is kind of slow zoom in. I think that's good. I'm gonna put that one in. Let's also increase the speed on that. So we got I think let's just get rid of this, dude. This is not, it's not the right vibe. How do we want to end this story? I don't know, right? Generate an image. Let's commit this, commit.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
That sounds terrible. Is there like a way to specify? Let's see what other TTS models they have. Explore TTS. None of these have runs. So you see I'm looking at the number of runs here, like 216 runs. It's probably not what you want. This one here, boom. Last updated a year ago, probably not. 1 month, 307, 246K runs. This is definitely what you want. Okay. Speaker.
It is a pretty little spot there. A green grass plateau.
I don't think that guy sounds ominous enough. Is there... Dude, and you have to put it... You have to upload like a file of the speaker like that? Ah, that's not very convenient. I want like something where I can just click. Multilingual text-to-speech. Image inpainting. Cat Laura. Let's go on Hugging Face. Models. Text-to-speech. We don't really want models like that because then we're going to have to run it in code. We want big vegan. Let's try that. That sounds kind of like what we want. Input audio, output audio. Okay, that's not what we want. We want TTS. Spaces. Search spaces, TTS. Voice clone, whisper timestamped. Edge TTS, text-to-speech. Edge means that it's probably supposed to run on like a little edge device, so it's probably not going to be super highly performant. Let's try neutral. Do we have like an angry? We need like a angry, ominous old man. SQAL male. Willem. We just have to guess. Omar male. Let's try that guy. Speech rate. Let's do it a little bit slower. And then pitch, we're going to do a little bit lower. This one might be better. I'm kind of hoping that one's a little bit better. Okay. Let's see. Dude, What? What the fuck was that? That doesn't make any sense. Laser blasts, explosions and laser blasts. I guess I kind of screwed it up by doing that. It's GPT. Generate more images of GPT. Give me an image of the anthropomorphic llamas standing defiantly in front of the giant ominous computer. Let's see where we're at with our Hugging Face.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
Dude, what the fuck? Oh, it's AR means Arabic. Ah, okay, here we go. English. Luke neutral male. Let's try this guy.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
These guys are just too calm. Let's try to like make them almost scary by doing a super low pitch here.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
It's a little bit not good enough. Let's do Christopher neutral.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
A little bit
The
slower.
time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
US. This is what we want. US, Andrew, Emma, Brian. Let's try this one, Brian.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
Guy sounds a little bit too cheery. Let's try English, US, Christopher, neutral. This guy.
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
Not quite my tempo just yet. What about Stefan?
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
Or whatever. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's come here. Let's put this one here. Let's put it right here, right in the battle scenes. Let's go back to GPT. I like this one. Let's go back to Luma. Let's put that there. Generate that. Why don't we generate kind of like an alien landscape just for the entering and title shot. Generate an image of a desert planet in the vastness of space. Highly stylized, blah, 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 evoke a sense of wonder, lone figure. Let's get rid of the lone figure. Dreamlike colors, intricate blending, balance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, boom. We're going to generate one of those. And you know what? Why don't we give the... Let's see if there's another image generator on Replicate that we can try. Let's go here, dashboard, explore. Let's try image. Image Jagger, caption image, generate images. Here we go. SDXL Lightning 4-step, 250 million runs. That seems like the one we want. Let's try this. With 1024 by 1024. What is 16 by 9? What is the size of this image? Open. Right, we want it to be consistent. Is there a way to like file info? 1792 by 1024. Let's try that. 1792 by 1024. Run. Try it out. Let's go back here. Did this finish? No, it didn't finish. What about Udio?
Lost
Let's remix this one. Remix it, make it more different, and just hit remix. Let's go back to our generation of the image. Boom, this is perfect. We're going to put that in Luma. Put that in there. Let's generate an image of a computer, solitary computer terminal, focusing on the small illuminating light of the text indicator. This is another cool thing too, right? Because it's like this type of prompt engineering here is basically programming. And it seems like the type of programming that we're going to be doing in the future rewards a lot of flowery language, right? Versus before, it's like if you wanted to be a good programmer, it's like the language in which you wrote programming was like this weird, very restricted language where you have like for blank and blank, like define this, like versus now we're moving into a world where programming, you're like, the better you can describe things with the more adjectives you know, the more nouns you know, like it actually improves the quality of your thing. So actually kind of low key looking forward to that. All right. That looks good. Let's put that in there. Put that in there. So it's going to be the transition has begun. Let's get rid of that like overhead part so it just kind of slows the dance up. This thing here, let's end it here. We don't need that weird like wailing that happens. This thing here, let's also speed it up a bit. And then we want, we're almost running out of time here, guys. I just joined, I'm sorry. What am I watching? This is Niraj, how's it going? So we're basically just trying out different video generation, audio generation, text-to-speech tools here to generate a little weird little trailer for Llama 3. But really the point of this stream is just to kind of get an idea of where this stuff is at. Okay.
In a distant corner of the galaxy, the legend returns. I am the one foretold, the open source prince. The open source prince is a threat to our power. We will not let him claim the
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
Alright. I think we're pretty much done here. Oh, shit. Guys, maybe we should have been using this one the whole time, dude. ByteDance's SDXL Lightning 4-step. Dude, this one's really good. Damn. That's better than GPT. Can I put Jan in there? Yeah, here we go. Let's put this in the Dream Machine, and then we'll go back. This one here. Put that in there. Let's also get a little pic of Jan LeCun here. Wait a second. You're telling me Jan LeCun? Wait up. You're telling me Jan LeCun used to have a fucking Padawan braid? Oh my god, dude. You see, he's got bag of words. He's describing the feature vector once you go past. This is probably a bunch of convnet layers, if I had to guess. Something, something, something animal. Then here, bag of words. Here you got 50. And then whatever the fuck this is, like a bunch of lines. This gotta be old school. Let's copy this image. Let's put it in the dream machine. Did we put this one in? Oh, I don't think we put it in. Let's put it in. Download. Let's go here. Put that in there. Put that in there. Do a little trick. Make it a little faster.
In the dark, secrets roam, where the side.
This thing got a little bit bad. Let's see if we got a different one. Udio, hit me. Echoes of the Void Remix 2. That doesn't sound good at all. Okay, let's try this one.
Shadows stretch on degrees
I feel like it lost all that ominousness and now it just sounds like a too happy. Not quite. Not quite. Oh. Dude. This one was the best one. Wow. I mean, that's significant. That's like the best one. Like, look at these. These are all GPT into Luma. Right. And the prompt for these is originally from Llama. And then we used style prompts from Claude and GPT and Llama. But this one here, this is the SDXL Lightning. Did we just get lucky with this? Let's try to put one of the other prompts. So let's try to do this one here. If we try to put that one in to the byte. Ooh, cancel. Anthropomorphic llama standing front. Okay, let's see. Run. Curious to see how that one looks. And it's fast. Okay, I see. It's not. It's got some problems. Let's try again. It's a completely different style. Maybe that's what I like about it. Yeah, it's like it's just not quite there. But I think if we run it enough times, we can get, dude, a lot of weird hybrid llama creatures there. That's not quite. That's fine. I'm okay with 2 llamas. Let's put this into the dream machine. This like marker turns into like his hand. It's a little weird there. Yon the Coon just fucking creeping. He's just creeping there.
secrets roam, where the silence falls to home.
He looks like Doraemon. Yeah. I get that reference. Doraemon. That's this guy. When I was a kid, we would occasionally, or they had this show on TV and we would watch it. It's basically this little magical like creature thing that has this little pouch. That's kind of like an infinite pouch where it can always like pull out these inventions. But every single one of the inventions is kind of like a monkey's paw situation where you think it's going to help you, but really it doesn't, and then it teaches you a life lesson instead. Childhood classic. I really want to put this one in there. This one's really good. Download. This might even be the opening one. Oh, it's kind of annoying though. In order to make it the opening one, we have to shift everything else. Ooh, no, that's not what we want. Ruh-roh. Yeah, so like you gotta select everything and then shift everything. Like that. Shift everything again, like that. Then we'll make this one go a little bit faster, and then we'll put it right in there. All right. 11:47, I gotta go soon, but let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. And I mean, take into account that I'm not a professional at this at all. You know, I'm just some fucking random guy on the internet, so let's put that there. All right, let's see it.
Shadows stretch on barren lands, longing whispers, shifting sands. Stars
The time of closed source is over. The time for open source has begun.
haunting echoes, lost at sea. In the dark, secrets roam, where the silence falls to home.
All right. All right. You know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Is it amazing? No. Is it not amazing?
The time of closed source is
Maybe. I don't know. Either way, we had fun. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Kind of had to do a weird improvised situation just because my schedule is kind of annoying. But tomorrow I'll be doing a more classic Hoopo stream. Tomorrow, what do we got? We got the Llama stream. Llama 3.1. So I'll be reading the Llama paper. If you guys haven't already read it, you know, there's so much news about it that maybe I don't need to be making a video on it. But if you want to read the paper, I'll be reading that tomorrow, so you can come join. If not, have a great rest of your day. Maybe try out some of these AI tools. You know, make some music, make some images, feed them into these video generators. We didn't even try the Gen 3 generator. Home. Gen 3, this one. It's not very good, guys, though. I have tried it. It's extremely difficult to get it to generate something that's good. You really... Luma is actually quite a bit better. And I wanted to get Kling, but I just can't read Chinese. Like here, obviously, this is like video. Like, I don't know if they want me to... Like, what is this? Is this like a... Do I need like a cell phone? Like a Chinese cell phone? Is that what this is? I don't know. They need like an English version of this site. But I'm out of time. So I'm going to end it there. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sarah, Niraj, Brian, Eli, Katie, Leandra, Emily, and Tony. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you guys tomorrow.